Hello, Mark Pinto here with you, Phoenixville Public Library's Adult Services Director. Today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks for reading ebooks or listening to e-audiobooks in the Libby app for Chester County Library System's OverDrive service for ebooks and e-audiobooks. Well, I have two items checked out in my account right now, one ebook, one e-audiobook. I'm going to open the ebook now, Finding Audrey. As soon as you open it for the first time, it starts at the beginning. And to make your way through the book, you are tapping or clicking the right side of your screen to go forward, the left side of your screen to go back. At the beginning of many books is a table of contents, and the links here in the table of contents let you jump to that particular section of the book. So if I wanted to go to chapter 3, just click on the chapter link, and that takes us now to the beginning of chapter 3. Clicking on the bottom of any page brings up what they call the seekometer, showing us here in this case that we are at the beginning of chapter 3, pages 39 and 40 of 476 total pages in the book. You can slide the seekometer left or right to get to other parts of the book. Notice the page numbers at the bottom of the seekometer here, showing you where you are. So right now, here we are at pages 139 and 140 of the book. Tapping or clicking in any other part of the screen will remove that menu, the seekometer. Often when you're reading a book and you come across a word that you're not sure exactly what it means, you have to resort to a dictionary. Well, Libby has a built-in dictionary, and to activate that, for example, you wanted to define the word adrenaline in this case. You're holding your mouse or your finger on the word until it highlights, and then you see this menu pop up at the bottom here, one of the choices being define. So I'm going to hit define, and here is the definition of adrenaline. If you wanted to highlight text and possibly add a note to the text, you are holding your finger down on your mouse or on the screen at the first word that you want to highlight, and then dragging your mouse or finger to the end. As soon as you let go, this menu pops up again. You can change the highlight color here. Hard to see, but that text is highlighted on the screen. Now, if you wanted to add a note to it, click on it again on that text, and you'll see this menu pop up at the top where you can make a note. And then save. Let's click down the bottom of the screen to bring up the menu again. And I will show you some of these icons on the top right and what they do. This first icon here changes the display of the text from 2 columns to a single column and back again. If you're looking for a particular word or phrase in the book, occurrences of a word or a phrase, you can use the magnifying glass icon to search the text of the book. I'm going to search for the word flower, and it brings up the instances of that word in the book. And if we click on any one of the hits here, we click on number 1, takes us to that page and highlights where that word appears in the text. The A icon here lets you change the appearance of the text. So you can do things like change the size by dragging this slider here, dragging it to the right makes it larger, dragging it to the left makes it smaller. You can change the background lighting of the text from bright to sepia to dark. So you're looking at white on black. Change it back to bright. You can also change the design of the book to any of these formats. Paperback, Open Dyslexic, and so on. Clicking on Custom gives you even more choices, changing the font type, for example, to Cambria, if we wanted to, old style. Keep scrolling down, you can change the justification of the text to make it left or justified. Change the spacing between the lines from 1 to 1.5 to 2. And the weight, basically making it bold or not, or normal. So a lot of options for text display here. I'm going to click on the screen again to get rid of that menu, and click down the bottom again to bring up this menu here. This icon here shows us the bookmarks and highlights that we have made. And these bookmarks and highlights will stay if you're run out of time reading an ebook and you have to, in other words, your checkout expires. If you check out that ebook again, all of your notes and highlights will remain that you created originally. I'm going to hide this now. This is the bookmark icon. This one all the way on the right. So if we wanted to bookmark this particular page that we're on, we just tap it once, and then we can move to a different part of the book here. And then if we wanted to go back to that bookmark we created, we click on this icon next to the bookmark. And here is that bookmark that I created at page 18. Click on it, and it takes you back there. To remove the bookmark, and here's the bookmark showing on the page, just click on it, and it disappears. Okay. Now, when you finish reading your ebook for the day, you close out Libby, then you go back into it at a different time, Libby will remember where you have left off. So to bookmark something, it's not really that necessary. All right, let's go to our audiobook now. So I'm going to leave the ebook and go into our audiobook that's checked out, Fall of Giants. Now start playing it from the beginning.
Books on Tape presents Fall of Giants by Ken Follett.
There we go. And you can see a similar seekometer here, which lets you can shift it left and right to get to different parts of the book. Clicking this center section here brings up all of the different chapters that are in your eAudiobook. So if I wanted to jump to chapter 8, beginning of chapter 8 in July 1914, just click on it. And then
Chapter 8, mid-July 1914.
Okay. Let's see, what else can I show you here? All right, some of these icons, before I show you the icons up top, these icons here next to the play button let you move back 15 seconds or jump ahead 15 seconds in the playing of the ebook. All right, this icon up here at the top lets you choose your playback speed. So if you're in a hurry to finish your eAudiobook, you can set it to a higher speed. I'm not going to mess with anything here, but this is a slider that you can control the speed with. The moon icon that you see here, this is a sleep timer. So if you're listening to your eAudiobook in the comfort of your bed at night, and you want to set it for a certain amount of time for it to stop at the end of, in case you fall asleep or you want to fall asleep to it, you can choose one of these preset times here, either 15:30 to the end of the chapter or an hour, or move the slider to a particular amount of time that you want to set the timer to. And then you can listen and fall asleep. All right, I'm going to hide this again. There are bookmarks that you can do in your eAudiobook as well. So if I wanted to bookmark this where we are right now, just going to hit the bookmark, and I'll move the seekometer to a different part of the book. And now if I wanted to go back to that place that I bookmarked before, click on this icon, and here is the bookmark that I created. And clicking on it jumps us back to that bookmark. To remove it, just click on the bookmark icon again, and then remove. Note, if you make a bookmark and click the bookmark again, you can also make a note, just like in the eBook. Oh, I wanted to show you a similar feature. Let's go back to the eBook for a second. Similar feature in the eBook that was in the audiobook. Let me open Finding Audrey again. Now, clicking in the middle here where it says Chapter 1 will let you see the other chapters in the book and jump to that particular chapter as well. All right. Well, hope you learned a little something about Libby and how to move around it today. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to see you folks back in the library soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.